All right, again, good morning, everyone. If you're joining us not on Zoom, today we will need water. You might want a mat if you prefer that when we do exercises on the ground. And then you will also need some sort of jar or small can that is not fragile. So I have a jar of peanuts since it's made out of plastic. This works just fine. Again, anything else you can find, maybe you have like a can or something like that. They're not for snacking, they're for using in our workout, and then you could eat them after if you want as well. But we're gonna get started with our warm-up. So go ahead and get started with a walk, and we'll just get moving around a little bit here this morning. Like always, you're welcome to walk in place or walk around the room. All right, to our walk, we're gonna add some arm stretches at the same time. So let's start by bringing one arm across our body and just giving it a gentle pull with our opposite arm. All right, go ahead and switch. And we'll switch back to that original arm. So we'll do 2 stretches on each side. And switch one last time. All right, now shake it out and let's add some arm swings. So we're just gonna swing our arms forward and back. Loosen up those shoulders. All right, and now we can swing them side to side. So you can cross your body. And just go up to about 90 degrees, maybe a little more. All right, nice job. Next, we're gonna do some trunk twists. So you can put your hands on your hips or down at your sides. But all we're doing is leaving our hips facing forward and rotating our shoulders to one side. And you don't need to walk and try and do this at the same time. It might be a bit much. We'll walk in circles. Go ahead and switch sides. Again, keeping those hips pointed forward and just rotating our shoulders to face to one side. All right, twist back. Again, we'll do this twice on each side. So back to your original side. And switch one last time. All right, now we'll move into a couple leg stretches. So we're gonna start with a calf stretch. So if you put your heel out in front of you, point your toes up towards the sky, and then reach down with your hand towards your toes. And you should feel a nice stretch all along the back of your leg, through your calf and maybe your hamstring. And switch feet. So now the other heel out in front, still pointing your toes up towards the sky. Bending forward, should feel that nice stretch. All right, go ahead and stand back up, and we're gonna stretch our quads. So foot in your hand, balancing on one leg, shoulders nice and wide, not hunched over. And just give a gentle pull with your arm. You can also give a gentle push with your foot, and you should feel it as well. And we're stretching our quads, so the front of our thigh. And switch. If you have trouble balancing, feel free to move somewhere where you can put a hand on something. Like I've said before, one of the biggest things that helps me is if I just look at something that's steady, that's not moving. I guess it's a mind trick for me. All right, go ahead and let that one go. And we'll put our feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart for our final stretch. We're gonna start hands together up towards the sky. So stretching nice and long through our body. And then take a deep breath, and as you exhale, go ahead and fold forward. This again should stretch through the back of your legs. We'll hold this for a few more seconds. All right, go ahead and slowly work your way back up to standing. You grab a sip of water if you'd like before our first set, and then whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and start with a jog. You can jog in place, you can jog around the house. All right, well, jog for about 15 more seconds, so if you'd like to pick up the pace, feel free to do so. All right, and in 5 more seconds, we're going to transition to skipping. So 3, 2, 1, and we're going to skip now. So you can skip in place. I think it's a little bit easier to do this when moving around as well. All right, go ahead and work your way back to your normal spot. All right, and we're gonna do some forward and backwards with our feet. So kind of like last week where we started slow and we sped up, we're gonna do the same thing. So this time, we're gonna go forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. And now the secret to being fast with this one is you can't let your heels touch the ground. You kind of have to stay on the balls of your feet. So let's try and pick up the pace a little. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. And one more time. I think we can go faster. Ready? Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. All right, 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move into some jumping. So for this, we're gonna try some single leg jumping. Looks like we have someone in our waiting room. So all we're gonna do is we'll just do 10 jumps on each side on our own. So we're just doing single legs though. And once you've done your 10, you can switch. All right. This is where our can comes into play. So go ahead and grab your can. And we're gonna set it on the floor in between our feet. So this is kind of another tricky coordination thing, but we're gonna try and improve that as well since we're all here. So we're gonna start with one foot just lightly touching our can. And in kind of a hopping motion, we're gonna transfer so that our other foot is on the can. So it will look like that. And you're not putting weight on the can, it's just a gentle tap. If you're feeling good, you can try and pick up the pace a little. And we'll go for 5 more seconds here. Very nice. How was that? I hope that was okay. All right, now we're gonna move into some calf raises. So we'll need this for one more thing in a second, but there's one exercise in between. So this one's, again, pretty easy. We'll just do 10 on each side on our own, but you're gonna lift up one foot, and then all you're gonna do is stand up on your toes with your other foot. So we're lifting that heel. Trying to stay balanced. And once you're done with 10, you can go ahead and switch. My balance is better on my other side. All right. Now for our last exercise of this set, we're gonna use our jar again. This time though, we're gonna be picking up and putting it down. So we're not doing squats. We're actually going to stand on one foot, and you're gonna take your can, and you're gonna reach out in front of you and set it down. And then again, staying on one foot, bring your body back upright. All right, now we're gonna go and we're gonna pick the can back up. All right, let's switch legs. We'll do it again at about the same distance. So set it down, and pick it back up. All right, switch back to your original leg, and we're gonna try and reach a little bit further this time. So try and set it down a little further away. And pick it back up. Switch feet. Go ahead and set it down a little further away. And pick it back up. All right, one more on each foot. And we're gonna try for as far away as we can still go without falling. So reach nice and far. See how far away you can put that can. And then pick it back up. And switch feet. Again. This is all an individual challenge, so just put it as far away as you can manage. All right, now we're gonna do one off to each side. So on our left foot, reaching left, we're gonna go and we're gonna set the can as far as we can set it over there without losing our balance. All right, and now go and pick it back up. All right, now we're gonna try our right leg, reaching left. So we're reaching the same direction. Set the can down. And we're gonna go and pick it back up. That's kind of far away. All right, one more with the other side. So now we're gonna start on our left leg, reaching right. So this is the harder one, I think. So go set down your can and pick it back up. And from our right leg. So go ahead and reach and pick it back up. All right, nice job. Grab a sip of water and we'll work through all of those one more time. All right, so when you're ready, if you remember all the way back, we were jogging. So go ahead and get started with your jog. Again, feel free to jog around the room. If you're jogging back and forth in a line, kind of like I am, try not to pivot on the same foot every time. So try to mix up your directions so you're more evenly loading both of your legs. All right, we'll do 30 more seconds of jog, so if you want to keep it in place, go ahead. We're only going to go through this set twice today, so you can give it your all on this jog. Go around. All right, 5 more seconds. And go ahead and switch to your skip. Ten more seconds here. Start working your way back to your normal spot. All right. And we're going to do our forward and backwards taps. So just like we started last time, you can start slow, Forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back. Catch your breath a little bit in the slower set. All right, and let's pick up the pace a little. Forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back. And one more time, we'll ramp it up. Ready? Forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back. And 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, now we have our single leg jumping. So again, we're doing 10 on each side at our own pace. So whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and get started with these. We will need our jar again once you're wrapped up. So go ahead and grab your jar. And this is our light taps. So again, starting with one foot lightly resting on our jar, and we're hopping to switch them. All right, we'll ramp it up in speed a little bit if you can. Oh. Kick it over my jar. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, now we have our calf raises on our own. So again, we're doing this on each leg 10 times at our own pace. Trying to balance the whole way through. Once you're done with your 10, go ahead and switch your legs. Nice job. And then we just have our balance exercise with our jar. So go ahead and grab your jar so you're holding it in your hands. And we're gonna start out to the front again. This time, let's try and get through all of the ones on our left leg and then switch, and we'll do it again with our other leg instead of flip-flopping. All right. So go ahead, find your balance. And we're gonna do 3 spacings out in front. So don't go too far the first time or you're making it really hard for yourself. Think about using your core, your back, the back of your legs to pull yourself back up from this bent over position. All right, third one should be the longest one. Nice job. And then we have 1 to each side on the same foot. So off to the left. Use your core to keep your balance. And off to the right. All right, nice job. Do we make it all the way through those, or are we ready to go for the other leg? I think so. So when you're ready, go Go ahead and switch legs and start back out in front with 3. So we have the easy, the medium, a little bit further, and the hard. And then we have 1 to each side. And the other side. All right. When you're wrapped up, we're done with our jar, so we can put that aside. Grab a sip of water, and you can go ahead and lay out your mat. And we'll be actually on the ground for the rest of our workout today. So adjust your computers as needed. All right. Hopefully you can all see that okay. We're going to start with exercises on our belly side, so belly down side. So go ahead, this will be our longest break of our workout, so grab another sip of water if you want it. We'll give everyone a chance to finish moving down onto the floor. All right. It looks like we're getting there. So we're gonna start on our hands and knees, and we're gonna do some donkey kicks. So we're gonna aim for 10 on each side, kind of at our own pace. So what we're doing is you're gonna lift one knee, and using your leg muscles, you're gonna straighten it out behind you. So the second you feel anything in your back, it means that you're using your back, and that's not the goal here. We're trying to use our legs and glutes. And again, 10 or so at your own pace, and then go ahead and switch sides. If this is kind of hard on your wrists, feel free to be on your fists while you're doing these. Again, we're using our glute and our leg muscles, not our back. All right, give everyone a couple seconds here to get finished up. And then next, we're gonna move into some planks with hip dips or side dips, however you call it. So this will be on our forearms. And we're gonna start with a plank. And then you're just gonna dip your hips down to one side. And then the other. Try for 5 on each side or 10 total. Nice job. Give everyone a couple more seconds to wrap up. And then we're gonna move into some Supermans. So this time we're just gonna hold it, but that's arms out in front, legs out nice and wide. And then you're contracting the muscles in your back to raise your hands and feet like so. So we'll do this one all together. So go ahead and get ready, and we'll start in 5, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Nice job. Keep breathing. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. So we're gonna work back through those 3 exercises on our stomachs. So we're gonna go back into our donkey kicks. So again, back up on our hands or fists and knees, whatever is more comfortable. And go ahead and get started whenever you're ready with 10 on each side. And after you're 10, go ahead and switch sides. All right, give everyone a couple seconds to get finished up. And then we're gonna move into our plank with hip dips. You can work your way down to your stomach. And again, for this one, we're doing 5 on each side or 10 total. So you can actually get started whenever you're ready. Nice job. It looks like we're getting wrapped up with those. And then we have our Supermans all together. So we'll go ahead and start in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Remember to breathe through these. 10 more seconds. Great job, everyone. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Now we have a mini set foot on our backside. So you can go ahead and get flipped over on your mat. And we're going to start with some tricep dips. So for those, we're up on our heels and palms. And then instead of lifting with our legs, we're lifting with our arms. So you're bending your elbows and letting your hips drop down. And we're going to try for 10 of these at your own pace. When you're done with those, we're going to move into our boat pose. We've done this before, but that's where we have our legs up out in front of us and our arms out in front of us, like so. But this is a held pose, so we're going to do it together. So everybody get ready, practice if you need to. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and up. And we're trying for 30 seconds here. So just breathe through it. Nice job. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, our last exercise in this mini set is going to be some leg lifts. So we'll do these from on our back. We're trying not to arch our back as we do these. So if you need to, you can put your hands under your butt. That helps a little bit. And then we're gonna lift both of our legs together up into about a 90-degree angle with our upper body. And try not to let them go all the way back down onto the floor, but work through 10 of these. If you need to take a break, go ahead and let your heels rest or readjust, whatever you need to do. All right, nice job. We'll give everyone a couple seconds to wrap up as we work our way back into our seated position. We're going to work through those one more time. So now we're back with our tricep dips. And again, we're doing 10 of those at our own pace. So whenever you're ready, hands behind your back, feet flat on the ground, lift with your legs, and then dip with your arms. When you're all set with your 10, go ahead and get ready for our boat pose. We'll get started in 5, 3, 2, 1, and up. Again, we're holding this pose for 30 seconds. Focus on your breathing as we're here. 5 more seconds. We're doing great. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, one last exercise, and then we're into our cool down. So go ahead and lay back. And we have our leg lifts. So again, hands can be tucked under our butt. As a nice reminder to not arch our back during these. And then go ahead and get started. Again, we're lifting our legs up to about 90 degrees with our upper body, lowering them back down, and trying not to let our heels rest back on the ground. If you need to take a break, that's fine. Just rest your heels for a second. All right, nice job. Once we're wrapped up with those, we can go ahead and work our way all the way back up to standing for our cool down, and then we're all set for today. So nice job, everyone, through all of those sets. We can set our mats off to the side, or maybe you have enough room, you don't step all over yours. All right, and go ahead and just start with a walk. Nice and gentle, just get moving again after we were just on the floor. As we're walking around, let's add in some arm stretches. So again, we're gonna start by bringing one arm across our body and giving it a gentle pull with our other arm. And if you'd like, you can keep walking around. Go ahead and switch arms. Switch back to the original arm. And go ahead and switch one more time. All right, let's move into some of our arm swings. Just loosen up the shoulders. We're gonna start with our forward and backward swings. Nice job today, everyone, again. Let's switch into our side-to-side swings. So now we're going out into a T with our body. Walking around still if you like. All right, let's move into our trunk twist. So again, hands on our hips stay facing forward, and give a nice gentle rotate with the shoulders. Go ahead and switch. Now we're rotating our shoulders to the other side. Again, keep those hips pointed forward so we're actually twisting through our back and not our legs. All right, one more switch. Back to the original side. And switch sides again. Hips still staying forward. All right, we're gonna move in and stretch out our calves. So heel out in front, toes pointed up towards the sky. We're bending forward gently until we feel a stretch on the back of our leg. And go ahead and switch legs. So other heel out in front, toes pointing towards the sky. And you're just going for a nice gentle stretch. It's not about touching your toes necessarily, or the ground. Maybe you're super flexible and you can bend all the way. We're just trying to stretch the back of that leg. All right, go ahead and stand back up. And we have our quad stretches now. So foot in hand, shoulders nice and wide, balancing on our opposite foot, giving just a gentle tug. Ooh, I can't find my balance right now. You'll also get a good stretch if you activate that quad muscle a little bit by trying to pull that foot down. And switch sides. Find your balance, and then add that extra pull or that little bit of muscle work if you're not feeling it. All right. One last stretch. We're gonna put our feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart, hands together, and reaching up nice and long towards the ceiling. Try not to shrug your shoulders though, keep them nice and relaxed. We're trying to stretch gently through our torso. And take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, go ahead and fold forward, down in between your feet. Take a couple nice deep breaths down here. Let your body relax. Go ahead, work your way back up to standing. Nice and slow. And I just want to say one more thank you to everyone for coming to our workout today. I had a great time and I hope you did too. Remember, you can join Up and Moving pretty much every day of the week now. And then our next session is yoga tomorrow morning at 9. So if you want to stay on for a second, I'm going to stop our recordings